everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on the time of day that we may be reaching you. Thank you for joining us once again on the channel that brings you nothing but authentic and verified news happenings around the country. We'd like to say a very big welcome to you all. If you are joining us for the very first time, please do well to like, share, and subscribe to our channel. Now, to all of our existing subscribers, please don't forget to give us a thumbs up on our posts as they come your way. Thank you and God bless you. Now, on today's report, this one says, we are relying on oppressed masses to win the election. Peter Obi. Now, we know that ahead of the forthcoming general elections, a lot of preparations are actually in high gear by the various political parties and various political candidates. They are putting finishing touches to their campaigns and their campaign and electioneering strategies on how they believe that they as a party or as a candidate can actually win in the 2023 elections. We see that there are a lot of preparations. There's been a lot of news and information on voters card collection and all of that, and Nigerians are being urged to pick up their voters card and prepare to vote during the elections. Now we see that the Labour Party, one of their strategies according to them is that they are relying on the oppressed masses in Nigeria to win elections. Now we know that there were lots of speculations and claims that the Labour Party cannot actually win the elections come 2023, saying that they were not a party with structure and all of that, unlike the PDP, unlike the APC, unlike other parties that have built structures over the years and all of that. But we see that it turned out that the Labour Party actually now gave the PDP and the APC a run for their money. And we see that Peter Obi has been part of one of the major candidates which has been trending all the while. You see, out of the 18 major candidates that we have for presidency, when you're speaking of the major ones, you actually call Peter Obi of the Labour Party alongside the PDP, the APC, and the NNPP. Now we see that they are saying that one of their strategies that they have put into place, they are relying on the oppressed masses. Now we know that in this past 7.5 years has actually been one very tough one for the Nigerian people, and the high rise in poverty, the high rise in insecurity and oppression and all of that. And the Labour Party seems to be using that as a strategy. They believe that since the people of Nigeria want to come out of oppression, that is one of their ways in which they believe they can actually win the 2023 election. They are relying on the fact that the Nigerian people would want to come out of oppression, so they would not want to vote the same parties that have put them in the problems and the troubles that they are suffering at the moment. But we're going to go into the details of today's report. Now, the spokesperson of the Obi Dati campaign organization, Yunusa Tanko, has disclosed that the presidential candidate of the Labour Party, Peter Obi, relied on the oppressed masses across Nigeria to win the presidential election on February 25th. He added that the defection of the party's governorship candidate in the July 16, 2022 poll in Osun will not in any way affect Obi's chances in the state. Now, speaking ahead of the party's presidential campaign rally in Osogbo on Saturday, Tanko said that Peter Obi stands a better chance of becoming Nigeria's president ahead of other candidates. The defection of Lasun Yusuf from the Labour Party to the People's Democratic Party PDP does not affect us in any way. We have our structure over time. Immediately after the defection of Lasun, the party has gone back to galvanize the structure of the party all over the state. The structure we are talking about are the youths, the artisans, the NLC, the TUC, the pensioners, the common man not served for decades, and the oppressed masses. We have galvanized these structures for the battle ahead, which is the 2023 general election for Peter Obi. Now, out of all the presidential contestants, Nigerians trust only Obi. He is the only candidate that is not buying votes. You could see the love expressed by youths and Nigerians who are spending their resources for his campaign. Peter Obi has the capacity, the character, the consistency, compassion, and commitment to nationhood. He has been able to make a mantra from consumption to production. He is the only governor that left 75 billion in coffers of state government. We are taking the center of the city of Osogbo at Freedom Park for Obi's campaign. Peter Obi's support group are in large numbers in Osun State, and over 71% of the Nigerian youths are behind him. He said, well, that is it on the details of today's report, and we can see that the spokesperson of the Obi Datti campaign organization actually believes that they are relying on the oppressed masses of Nigeria to actually help them win the presidential election come February 25th. And according to what he is saying, they believe that Peter Obi, their principal, stands a better chance of becoming Nigeria's president ahead of other candidates. And like he said, they have a structure already, and their structure, they believe, are the youth, the common man, the pensioners, and the oppressed masses. These are the people they are reaching out to. These are the Nigerians they believe that want a change for themselves, and these are the people they are reaching out, and these are the people they are relying on that would help them win the elections come 2023. And according to him, they are not bothered even about the fact that their governorship candidate in Osun State defected to the PDP, and they are not bothered about all of that, and they believe that they have the structure to be able to win the elections come February. But we do hope that come February 25th, Nigerians will be able to vote for the man of their choice, the person they believe would be able to bring them out of all of the oppression that they are going through right now. Well, that's all we can take on the details of today's report. Until we'll come your way next time with more news happenings, do well to stay safe. Bye-bye.